Welcome to Insights with Thomas Caldwell on Thursday, March the 5th, 2026. Okay, Tom, let's just jump in. How does the war in Iran affect Canada?
I don't think it affects us directly. I mean, we certainly can't fill the supply gaps with oil constrained around the world. The interesting thing with the war in Iran is that the primary objectives have already been achieved. That is, Israel has finally knocked off the last of its external enemies. So Syria, Iraq, Egypt, Jordan, Lebanon, it's all done now. So that has been achieved from Israel's point of view. From Mr. Trump's point of view, he's achieved his goal of being, King Kong and sorting out the world. Also from Mr. Netanyahu's point of view, he's seen as a warlord. He's really brought victory, neutralizing Iran, which he has to do because he's in serious trouble. He's still responsible for that October 7th mess and catastrophe. And he has an election coming up. This might put him in better stead to win that election. If he doesn't win that election, he could end up in jail. It also fits the objectives of the U.S. because Iran is a supplier of weapons to Russia in the Ukraine war. So that might curtail them a bit. It hurts China a little bit, constrains oil and increases oil prices. So what happens in Iran after this? Frankly, nobody cares. If they leave chaos behind them, that's fine. I mean, they're pretending they're nation building and regime changes and helping the people out. And Mr. Trump saying, well, rise up. Well, that's easy to say from a golf course in Mar-a-Lago as opposed to the streets of Tehran when people will shoot you for rising up. So it's interesting. There's a lot of rhetoric. You just have to separate. At the present time, there's still going to be bombing going on, but the objectives have been achieved as far as the participants in this war have taken place now. So what does it mean from here? Oil prices are still up today. There are concerns in markets. Markets are collapsing a little bit, thinking about inflation, thinking about costs. That's an opportunity as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, so speaking of markets, what does this mean for the markets and for Canada's position as an energy superpower?
Well, we talk a lot about it, but we're not it, because to be an energy superpower, you got to get your energy to markets. Thanks to British Columbia, indigenous objections there, and Quebec on the other side, we can't get our energy anywhere other than through the United States. So we can talk about it, but until we can transport it. I heard a statistic the other day, which don't take as gospel here, but Alberta has enough oil to supply the world for the next 200 years. That looks pretty sustainable to me. Now, even if that's an exaggeration, we're talking a lot of oil available here, but we have so many of these internal divisions that have hurt us in Canada. So we can't benefit from this. If you look at West Texas, it's through the ceiling, $75, whereas Canadian Select hasn't moved at all because it doesn't matter. We can't get any more oil sold. Our natural gas, LNG, remember our previous prime minister said there's no business case for it. The real supplier of liquid natural gas is Qatar. They can't get out through the Straits of Hormuz. So there's wonderful markets for an energy superpower who actually do it as opposed to just talk about doing it. So I don't think it has a direct impact in Canada right now, except for the fact is money is looking for a safe haven. And some of it, like it or not, with this decline in the U.S. stock markets, I think there's an opportunity there. And Canada, if we halfway get it right, because our enemy is not Trump, our enemy is incompetent governments at all levels here. If we get it halfway right, Canada could really be a significant destination and could do extremely well. And we're seeing a deal. I mean, Mr. Carney has done a deal with uranium going to India. So that's a possibility also. So there are some positives here, but everything is in motion right now. But don't get faked out by all the rhetoric of the participants involved and the media, et cetera. It's really simple. They've achieved their objectives. That's going to work out. And the Straits of Hormuz, they're going to clear that as quickly as possible. So we'll see what happens in the next week or so. But I think that's going to be done quickly to open up that channel as well. And if we leave chaos in Iran behind, it's a cynical and sad thing to say, but nobody cares.
Ooh, thanks for your insights, Tom.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. Bye for now.